Hi everyone, today I would like to introduce you about DNET, Destination Network Address Translation in IAM version 11. The DNET enables you to set the DNET rule, which converts the destination IP address of the packet going to the IAM device. The following animation will show how the DNET works. The typical uses includes releasing server, make the service provided by LAN server to the public network, or providing access to the internet users. For IAM deploy as loud mode and connect a layer 2 switch, OS server IP address 192.200.2.250 and TCP port 80. Customer want to publish this OS server to the public network. Extranet and intranet user can access the OS server. There are three steps to configure DNET. First, configure interface. Secondly, configure static route. And lastly, configure DNET rule. In this case, we need to configure ETH0, which is LAN port, and ETH2, which is WAN port. Firstly, we need to configure interface. Before that, we are required to log in into IAM. This is IAM version 11. To configure DNET, IAM must deploy in loud mode. The LAN interface with ETH0 already configured with the IP address 172.16.1.3/24. For the WAN interface with ETH2, already configured with the IP address 2.2.2.2/29. The default gateway is 2.2.2.1. You can configure IP address in interface. Click ETH0 to configure LAN interface. Insert your LAN IP address. Click ETH2 to configure WAN interface. Insert your WAN IP address and default gateway. IAM must be configured static route for 192.200.1.0/24 network segment and 192.200.2.0/24 network segment. To configure static route, click static route and then click add. Insert the static route 192.200.1.0 and the name mask is 255.255.255.0 and the next host IP is 172.16.1.1. For the interface, you can select, but I choose auto. Add the second static route 192.200.2.0 and the name mask is 255.255.255.0 and the next hop IP is 172.16.1.1 and then click commit. In this case, we need to translate the public network address to private network address, which is ETH2. Before configure DNET, I would like to briefly explain DNET in IAM. Enable. Check it to enable the DNET rule. Name. Type a name for the DNET rule. Any WAN interface. Indicate the packet coming in through any WAN interface will match this DNET rule. Specific interface indicate only the packet coming into the specific interface will match this DNET rule, or indicate there is no limit to the source address. Specific indicate this DNET rule will be applied only when the source address belongs to the subnet specified here. Or indicate this is no limit to the destination address. Specific indicate this DNET rule will be applied only when the destination address belongs to the subnet specified here. Specific interface IP indicate the DNET rule will be applied only when the destination address is the IP address of the specific interface. Protocol specify the protocol criteria that the data packet should satisfy to match this DNET rule. Map IP specify the address to which the destination address will be translated when the data packet satisfies the above criteria. Map port specify the port to which the destination port will be translated when the data packet satisfies the above criteria. Allow specify whether to bypass the firewall rule automatically. Check this option when LAN user need to access the server on the subnet same as their location through a public IP address. When this option is checked, IAM will automatically create an SNET rule to translate the source IP address. To configure DNET rule, click Firewall, then IPv4 DNET, click Add. You can choose Basic rule or Advanced rule. For this case, we choose Advanced rule. Enable is clicked by default. We name it as DNET. For WAN interface, we choose specific interface, which is ETH2. For source address, we choose all. For destination address, we choose specific IP address is 2.2.2.2. Name mask is 255.255.255.248. For protocol, we choose TCP. Source port is all. Destination port is 80. MAC IP, we choose specific IP, which is 192.200.2.250. MAC port, we choose specific, which is 80. Then check Allow and check LAN server accessible to internal user on WAN IP and choose the LAN IP. The DNET is done. This is the end for this video. Thank you for watching.